Okay guys, it is coming up to midday, 6th of April, first day of the trading week. Just have a quick run over some of the charts. Got Euro here, tale of 2 weeks really. Decent push higher a couple of weeks ago, a bit of a trend line break I should say, at the beginning of last week. That led to a move lower. Now what happens? That is the key question. I've got a line marked up here. You can see was the low that we had on the 18th. For me, that's the key to this market. And I'd be looking probably for a 4-hour close rather than the hour, just for a bit more confirmation. So you can see we're below there at the moment. So I am bearish. However, a couple of levels to, of course, be aware of. You've got last week's low, Friday's low on the S1, which is also that area, the 24th. So are we now perhaps into a bit of a range? Got the low, the 23rd below there. So decision time to be made. I think there's nothing wrong with, if you're short from 7 a.m. to be holding this trade. I would at the moment prefer to see a nice little break to get a continuation down to the lows of the year. We are on the weekly trend line as well though, just to bear in mind, and that could bring in some buyers. And I think if we do get that nice close above this whole area, we could lead higher quite aggressively, probably up to the 109.30 on the futures, which of course has been a key level across the last few trading weeks. But yeah, bang in the middle of that range at the moment. We've had some decent selling in the morning. We came back up, tested the pivot, come back down, but really if not already in this trade, I'd say there's no harm in just holding off before looking to get in. Of course, with the first day of the week as well, it's always slightly more tricky. There's no real weekly range yet, and for a trend to, of course, really kick on, you might want to see breaks out of those Monday highs or lows as well. Quick look over at the equities. S&P perhaps just starting to turn. We broke above that key level. We were saying on Friday, weren't we, how long above here, long if it got above there, short if it got below here, and in the early hours we broke above. Didn't really give a chance for the pullback, so keep an eye on that later on. It might give you that opportunity to get in again. We have found some resistance back on some similar sort of resistance that we found on the 31st, what was support, so that's held up quite nicely. I would say the decision, the line in the sand where the bulls have got to defend this is that 25.03. may as well 25.30, sorry, may as well call it the R1 as well, for a level which may well get tested later on. But the bulls in control at the moment. And for oil, we are just starting to drift down as well. We almost filled the gap from the futures open. We're now just below that pivot as well. Couple key support levels just below here. 26.77 offered a bit of resistance for that breakthrough. You can see here in the early hours during Asian trade. Keep a watch on that. I think if we don't get down there, when would I be excited about this pushing higher? Well, you can see this trend line here that led to that push lower. For me, that's got to break, and that could be an opportunity where to get long. But 26.77 looks like a key enough point. Equities just drifting down. Keep an eye on 25.30. The euro at the moment is a sell for me. If already in, you'd be happy. If not, really want last week's low to go. If you're bullish, I think a nice 4-hour close above this whole area, 108.48, call it 108.50, really now where I'd be looking to focus. Similar for many dollar pairs as well. The pound just perhaps still in control, the sellers, after breaking a bit of a range last week. You can see here above 123.50. I'd say the bulls are back in control.